I am Jean-Luc with Jean-Luc Certified Clinical Hypnotherapy and Peak Performance. I enable people to recreate their lives exactly the way they want, using the Circle of Excellence, a chakra meditation technique I developed to heal spirit, mind, and body from a stroke and open heart surgery. You see, I believe that anyone can do anything. We can model it. If one person can do it, then we can model it and teach it to someone else. Because our learning, behavior, and change is unconscious. Yes, anyone can do anything. Last time I spoke with you, I discussed the fourth chakra. Today, I would like to share with you a discussion of the fifth chakra, also called the throat chakra. It's located, yes, at the neck. It has the color of sky blue, the musical note of G. The glands are the thyroid and the parathyroid. Life lessons is the power of choice, personal expression, with the main issues of communication and self-expression, and the goals of harmony with others, self-knowledge and creativity. To this chakra, I have assigned the area of social. This I am sharing with the world. You know, I like stories, so today I'd like to share 3 short stories with you to show how we can change our negative thinking and the things that affect our social or behavior or ecology. The first story is, after being in this country for a few years, back during the Vietnam conflict, I was drafted into the United States Army. I ended up attending drill sergeant school. When at drill sergeant school, I was the youngest and the least ranking person there. I was an E4. The person above me was E6 and everyone else was E6 and E7. And these men, who were also older than me, would mimic me as I walk across the yard and say, "Hey man, you monkey chaser man, do you talk any English?" And then one of them would say, "Hey, no, he's not a monkey chaser, he's a possum chaser." Well, I became very angry. And the TAC sergeant noticed what was going on. He pulled me aside. And this is how you change your communication skills. He became my mentor, and I suggested if you are having difficulty in one area, find yourself a mentor. This man became my mentor, and he took me down to the parade field and showed me how I should bring my voice from my diaphragm. Wonderful lesson. On our fourth week, we all had to go out and in front of the TAC sergeants, we had to demonstrate our skills of squad drill. These individuals who were mimicking me and acting silly towards me, when their turn came, they stood up and said, squad. They could not get the words out properly. I walked over, got in front of the squad and said, squad, attention! And that is what I was able to do, bring it from the diaphragm. Why? Because I had a mentor, and this is how you change things that have happened to you. The next story I think is wonderful, is talking about what we have inside of us and how it comes out. And how animals and children can see if we like them or not. I happened to be working in an area where there was a young lady who loved cats. Not dogs, just cats. She had cats in the house, and her cat slept with her in the bed. She once said to me, not one time, I mean on a few occasions, oh, I don't like children. Children are annoyance. I know why people have children. So she did not like children. Well, it turned out that another individual came in with her son, who was about 5 years old at the time. And this young lady rushed over to the little blonde-headed boy, and she said, come here, he was a pretty boy, he was a handsome boy. And the mother stood there and watched her, and the boy immediately scattered. He ran behind the mother and grabbed onto the mother's leg and kept his face behind the mother and would not come out. I was about 8 feet away. I looked at him, I smiled, and I said to him, hello. And he said, hello, he shook his head. And I said, would you like to play airplane with your mother's permission? And he said, yeah, all excited. He ran over to me and he literally jumped on my chest. I grabbed him, put him up, and he did the airplane. And then I put him back on his feet, and he went back to the mother, and the mother said, thank you so much, Jean-Luc. Now, the situation here is that I love people. I care about others. And because I care about others, it shows. This young lady did not care about human beings. I mean, she really, really did not care about people. She didn't like people. And you see, if you don't like people, and especially children, they can sense it. The children sense it that you don't like them. They cannot articulate it in words, but they can tell what it is. That's the other lesson here. If you think silly about others, that means you're thinking silly about yourself. The other story is a projection. What we project is what we get. One of my clients was talking about her husband and how he's fat. By the way, this man is 20 years her junior. And she said when she married him, how slim he was, and he was so handsome and everything else. And I just shook my head and agreeing with her. And then she said, well, I don't know what the hell his problem is. He's fat, he's a young man, he's has a big belly, he's only 5'10", and he weighs 260 pounds. And she criticized him. And I told her, I said, well, you know something though, if he seems not to like you, it's probably because you tell him that. She said, oh no, I don't tell him that. I said, yes you do. She said, no, I've never said he was fat. I said to her, yes you do. And here you are, projection. She projects upon him and she tells everyone how fat he is. It gets back to him, not from others, or not from her voice, but he senses that she doesn't care for him. Beware. If you think ill of others, you will project it. You may smile. There's an old proverb that says, a man may smile and smile again and still be a villain. That's the situation here. You smile and smile and smile, but you're a villain. In the other person's eyes, you're a villain. They may not see you as such, per se, but they themselves will sometimes question, why do they feel the way they feel about you? And that is because of the way you think about them. The thoughts goes from one mind to the next. My friends, I thank you so much for listening to me today, and I will continue to bring you other thoughts from the book Becoming a Higher Achiever, The Circle of Excellence. We are peak form, you are peak performance, I am your peak performance facilitator. Thank you.